pop in and say hi. Don't be shy. We're live streaming it. And hopefully you get the notice that we are doing a live stream, because it's just kind of a spur of the moment random live stream. I did one yesterday, but it was pretty quiet on Jungle Joe C. So come on in, man. We've got a clear, cold, early evening here on Salt Spring Island. It was a clear, cool day, and we all went for a hike, and it was absolutely beautiful. I'll put a little video on after of our hike. I might put it on my other channel, though. Anyway, I'll wait for you guys to come in there and put your 2 bits worth in. It's quite a comfy chair here. I'm liking this one. I like these chairs that rock. Cheers to you. It's quiet out there in YouTube land right now. I guess a lot of people are maybe eating dinner. We had a really good dinner tonight. We had miso. Was it miso soup? I guess miso soup. Or pho. No, it was pho. And then some chicken pot pie. Yummy. That there. It's beautiful out. The days are getting longer here, which is great. I like these longer days, but like I say, it is pretty cool out there right now. It's only about 1 degree Celsius. Going to get down to about -3 Celsius tonight. Maybe -4. Who knows? We'll find out by morning. See what the weather station tells us. We got down to -1 this morning. That was the low temperature. Pretty cool. Try that. Remember, I always advertise that stuff right there. That is really good, man. I love it. That's blackberry bubbly, sparkling water. Very yummy. Non-sweet. I'm waiting patiently for the first people to come in. Who's going to be the first on this live stream? I see one watcher in there. I think what happens, people watch the video and they just kind of go through and they're kind of scanning through channels. And that's why I see a watcher or two in there and then they just kind of disappear. So then it'll go back to 0 again. You know, if you're in there, put your 2 bits worth in. Now I see, now they're gone. So there was 2 1s and now there's 2 0s, right? There's a 2 little people in the left and then there's a thumbs up on the right, right? So people kind of just pass through the channel and they wonder, what's this guy talking about? People that haven't been on this channel before, or maybe you're not into live streams. I like live streams. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I had a really good day at DX today. Man, it was just awesome. Talked to a few stations in the car and lots on AM on channel 28, man. Hey, how's it going there, man? Still here. Uriel, good to see you in there. I just got on. I just started this live stream 4 minutes and 37 seconds ago. So we're right into the stream, just into it. Going good, man. It's cool out here today, though. We had a beautiful day. It's still sunny out. I'll flip this around. You can see out the window. See out the window, we still have a sunny early evening here. It is 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. And it was a cool morning, too. Very cool morning down to -1 degree Celsius here at our location on the Southern Gulf Islands. But we went out for a really nice hike today. It was absolutely beautiful. And I did shoot a video so you can see where we went hiking. I might put it on my other channel though. I do have another channel, and I do upload a lot of stuff there too, mostly pertaining to radio stuff on the other channel, but there's still a lot of gardening and random stuff on there too. So, but check it out, Jungle Joe C, and leave your 2 bits worth. Anyway, hope you guys had a good day wherever you are. It is absolutely gorgeous here right now in the Gulf Islands. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's crystal clear blue sky. I'm drinking Thirsty Buddha. Oh yeah, that's beer. I'm drinking bubbly sparkling water. That's blackberry. Oh, it's so good. I like it. Thirsty Buddha. Oh, similar to bubbly. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, this stuff's good, man. And it comes in all different flavors too. You get like a 12-pack for like 5 something. It's hard to believe we pay for water, right? Hard to believe, man. Anyway, hope you had good weather there too. It's like I say, we're in the middle of another little cold snap here, but the daytime temperatures were above freezing, but the nighttime temperatures are going to get down below freezing, which is below 32. We don't have any wind here, thank God. It's super clear, cool, and calm. I talked to some people, and it is cold and windy where they are, man. They get those outflow winds. We don't get those here on Salt Spring Island. Fortunately, here in the Gulf Islands, they don't get us. Flooding. Well, you know what? The sable minor palms will like that. They like wetness. So the sable minor palms will like that. I talked to a bunch of people in Tennessee today on my radio. Talked to my buddy 529 in Western Tennessee today. Yeah, I talked to so many Tennessee stations come in, man. It's unbelievable. Like every day I talk to Tennessee. Super strong stations coming in from Tennessee. He's in, what town is he in? I forget. He's going to send me a postcard and a shirt from Tennessee, which would be cool. So when I get that shirt from Tennessee, I'll wear it on a live stream. And these storms have been producing occasional tornadoes. Yeah, tornadoes would be freaky, man. They would be scary. I have to show you guys this cat in a minute. Hey, is that cat in there still? Chris has got a cool cat. It's storming strongly. Yeah, well, it's storming places in the North Pacific too, but they're getting cold weather. They're getting wind and cold. I just talked to a guy, messaged me, left a comment, Portland. I think it was Tropical PDX, and he said he's got outflow winds there slamming in from the east, and I think it's supposed to get down to like -8 degrees Celsius or something. That is cold, man. Well, we're going to get down to about -3 by morning, which is still cold enough for me. I'm estimating we got at least 10 inches. Holy cow, 10 inches. No, we've never had 10 inches in a day. We've had like 10 inches in a month, but 10 inches in a day. That is a ton of freaking rain, man. Oh, man. Yesterday, some people stayed in our B&B. They checked out, and the lady was from Tennessee. She was actually from Tennessee, man. She moved to Canada, but she's from Tennessee. Still pouring outside. You know what? This is the way I see it. I like rain better than snow. I'll take the rain over the snow any day. When you have rain, at least it's mild out. You don't have to shovel it. Yeah, good for the ground. I know too much of it is no good, but you don't have to water anything. You don't have to water anything, so think of it that way. Just think of it as not being snow. Snow is a bad 4-letter word. Rain is a 4-letter word, but it's not quite as bad. Krista, where is she? Krista Grace, get down there, please. Okay. Pouring, wow. Well, I'll show you what it's doing here right now. Let me just get this computer over here, and then I'll plug everything in, and I'll give you a little peek outside here on Salt Spring Island. This is what it's doing here. You see that? It is, here's my antennas and bamboo, right? So it's sun. You see the sun on the top of the trees there. So on the tops of those 120-foot, 130-foot trees right there. So anyway, it's calm, and the sun is going down, and it's not a bad day. And like I say, we all went for a hike today, which is really cool. Went for a really nice hike. And yeah, 75. Yeah, that's warm. Yeah, no, we didn't get that warm today. We were like 5 degrees Celsius. It was like 40. We're in the middle of like a little cold snap here. So it's cool. And I know it's definitely warm down there because I talked to people down in, it was 73 in Arkansas yesterday. I talked to Little Rock, talked to a couple stations in Little Rock today, Louisiana, Indiana. I talk all over the states, mostly the southeastern states. And like I said, I talked to my buddy in Manchester, Tennessee. And then there's another guy up in the Smoky Hills I talked to as well. So, but like I say, the lady that stayed in our B&B with her husband, they checked out yesterday. She is from Memphis, Tennessee. It's kind of cool. So I told her, yeah, I talked to Tennessee a lot. So a friend of mine, Dallas, that lives down in Manchester, Tennessee, I did send him some of my cards. And hold on, you move too fast. Duck Killer Clyde's in there. Hey, are you guys getting that cold weather down there, Clyde? Because that tropical PDX said they're getting some cold weather down where he is. It's cool here too, but I'm not going to say it's frigid. There's no wind or anything, but it is definitely clear and cold out. You know what I mean? It's Central Tennessee. Yeah, okay, Central Tennessee. So 529 in Manchester, Tennessee. Then the 347. There's a bunch of guys I talked to in Tennessee. Where's the Smoky Hills? The cold stuff started. It did start, eh? Okay, so when I woke up this morning, Clyde, it was minus 1 degree Celsius was the low temperature. So I don't know what that is, 30 degrees, 31 degrees, something like that. From me, and he's also an idiot. I don't know him. I don't know the guy, never met the guy, but he said it was windy there or something. He's going to get down to -8. I haven't seen the forecast there. I know we're going to get down to at least -3 by morning here at this end of the island. We'll find out by morning, man. So Smoky Hills doesn't exist. It's Smoky. Yeah, he calls it Smoky Hills. So there's a guy coming out of, calls himself Six Pack out of Smoky Hills on Channel 28. The guy booms in, and I know he's running Mega Power, running Big Build. So maybe it's kind of the foothills of the Smoky Mountains. Is that possible? So we know there's Smoky Mountains, but is there like foothills of the Smoky Mountains? Hey, is that true, Palm Nation? So do you think, Zach, there's the foothills before you get into the Smoky Mountains? There's got to be some sort of hills building up to it, because he always says he's in the Smoky Hills of Tennessee, and he does boom in here, that guy. Our far east, coldest part of the state. Yeah, he's up high, I think. You're not getting down to -8. Well, that's good, man. I don't wish -8 upon anybody. We had our -8 in December down in that lower screen, and you can see it kick the crap out of the Parajubea Palm. Down to -8 is too cold for me. The foothills is the Cumberland Plateau. Okay, so maybe that's where he is. Apparently, my buddy in Manchester, Tennessee, said he's about 90 miles away from the other guy, Six Pack, in the Smoky Hills, and he's running quite the radio setup. But he just slams in here from Tennessee. Like, there's some loud stations that come out of the volunteer state. 21 is our predicted low. 21, so that's -5. I think -5, something like that. I mean, I haven't converted it, but I'm guessing it's around -5. -6.6 is 20, right? I mean, it could be -6. Who knows? Maybe it's -6, something like that. That's not too bad. Could be worse. Could be North Dakota, right? We're not in North Dakota, thank God. But how's the weather there right now? Like, we have clear sky and sun on the tops of the fir trees, and calm. It's dead calm. Today we went for a hike up on one of the mountains here, and it was absolutely beautiful, man. Palm call. Well, it's nice to have you guys in there. And you know what? We're less than a month away from spring now. Isn't that awesome? Less than a month. I think the first day of spring. When is the first day of spring? We have heavy thunderstorms. 60, like 65. Wow. Yeah, well, it is like spring here too, except for this cold snap. I mean, there's so much stuff blooming right now. Cherry trees are blooming. Daffodils are blooming. Oh, Wendy's Daphne is blooming. It's so sweet smelling. And all the Helleborus are blooming. I noticed the flowering currants coming into bloom. There's flowers opening on it. So hopefully it won't get too cold. I do see -3 for us. That's not enough to damage anything, thank God. But yeah, I went down to Vesuvius yesterday, and the cherry trees are in full bloom, which is nice. That's always a good sign, you know. And I wonder how our friend is doing in Alberta with his palm trees, or that Jason guy. I haven't been on the site very much, so I wonder how his palm trees are doing in Alberta's needle palm. Ordered a palmetto and a sable minor. Cool. That's awesome. You know what? Sable minor up here is super expensive. There's a nursery south of Vancouver. He sells like these 15-gallon sable minor, or maybe a little bit bigger, maybe 20-gallon. They're like $500. They are such a rip job. $500 for sable minor. So do you think his palms are toast, Palm Nation? Like, there's some people you just don't hear from anymore. It's like this guy in Nova Scotia. He brags to me that he's got the best palms growing in Nova Scotia with no winter protection. I messaged him again last week, and I said, come on, guy, I'm waiting to see your palm trees in Nova Scotia. And nothing. No, haven't heard from the guy. I talked to my friend yesterday, again, where I got the seed for your palms, that you're growing. You've sprouted them. His brother lives on the southern tip of Nova Scotia, and he said there's no hope in hell that palm trees like windmill palms will ever survive outside without winter protection. He says he lives in the mildest part of Nova Scotia. He lived here on the mainland. He moved there 5 years ago, and he's tried with them. He says they won't survive there. So that guy telling me that he's got the best palm trees, windmill palms in Nova Scotia, is full of crap, totally full of crap. So I haven't heard from him yet. I did message him again. I said, come on, post your pictures. I want to see them shoot some videos. Nothing. Clyde. Anyway, so the guy's palm in Alberta is probably dead. The needle palm. I actually should ask him to post a picture of it. We want to see it, right? We want to see an update. My Parajube is not looking the greatest. I notice now that more times passed, it does look a little bit more crappy. And that's often the case. You know what I mean? After a bad freeze, sometimes it takes a while for more damage to show up. And it did have the crap kicked out of it. So I know it's not a foolproof palm here. I knew that before I even planted it. All of my row are probably dead. They probably dried. Yeah, that's the thing with Robusta too. They're just not a hardy palm here on the North Pacific. They're short term. Maybe 40-year yearling plants. Yeah, well, Clyde, maybe 40 yearling plants. So yeah, Robusta. Those were the first palms I ever planted, Clyde. And guess what? They all died the first winter. Sure, he'll forgive you. I forgive people. Absolutely. Well, you know what? I can never forgive Justin Castro, the guy that's messed up Canada right now. Actually, the premier of Alberta is actually suing the federal government. Did you know that? For bringing in the Emergency Act. So I just saw something pop up on the news. The premier of Alberta is suing the federal government. And he said, will you forgive him? So you know what? We have Justin Castro as a leader, and I don't want to get too much into politics, but that dumb douche brought in the Emergency Act. Can you believe that? I just cannot believe what he's done. You know, it wasn't an emergency. There was a bunch of truckers there, for God's sake, waving some flags around. Anyway, the guy's a complete fool, and we need a vote of non-confidence to get that evil dictator out of there. It's because he's got me blocked. Oh, okay. That's why he can't see Zach, because he blocked him. Okay, and on Facebook. Tell Clyde because he's got me blocked on YouTube and Facebook. Is that the way it works? I guess. Yeah. Well, I know on Facebook it works that way. I've blocked so many people. I think I have like about 100 people blocked on Facebook. Just complete morons, right? I'm not going to get my blood pressure up over them, so it's just easier to block them. I don't have anyone blocked anywhere unless they've trolled me. So Clyde doesn't have anyone blocked unless they trolled him. Yeah, some of these people were trolls. He got mad at me and blocked me. I'm relaying the message, Clyde. Palm Nation. Yeah, he got mad at me and blocked me. I'm relaying the message to you, Clyde, from Zach, Palm Nation. So you got mad at him and you blocked him. Can't see what you're. Hey, how's Kitty? I want Kitty to be on the live stream. Krista's got the super cool calico cat. I don't want to pick it up right now because I'll probably bother it. Are you sure? Is it going to scratch me? Can you bring her in? Are you sure? What the? Okay, hang on. I'm going to show you guys Krista's cat. Come here. don't want to get scratched. Okay, here's a super nice cutie right there. So hopefully this guy's going to kill rats, right? Look at that. I just wanted to scratch me. Kitty, 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 kitty. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? I remember when this thing was a kitten. Cat who tries to get along with the cat. You know, our cat, this cat's bigger than our dog, right? There you go. So now I'm going to go put it back on the bed. Don't scratch me, kitty. There you go. Here. All right. There you got to meet the cat. You got to meet the cat. Talking about where I accused. No. Fuck with a man's job, women or kids. I have too much. I got mad because of what you said about my wife. You said to her. Okay, I'm Chinese people eat cats. I think they eat a lot of things, man. I think they also, Vietnamese people eat a lot of stuff too. I'll tell you a story. I used to work with these Vietnamese people. Nicest people in the world, man. Really hard workers. And one day we're working and I'm just starving. This was years ago when I lived on the mainland south of Vancouver. And I'm just starving. And I said, hey, man, I heard you guys like eat rats and stuff. This is what I said because I'm just outspoken. And the guy go, oh, yeah, Joe. His guy's name was Phi, and the other guy's name was Fong. No kidding. Phi and Fong I worked with. Nicest guys in the world. From Vietnam, didn't speak very good. He says, oh, yeah. We eat rats. He says, but they're good rats. He says, they're these rice rats, and we catch them in the rice fields. And then we catch them, we gut them, we get all the fur off of them. And then he's telling me how they're cooking them. And it's like, oh, my God, I was actually getting hungry for rat. Okay, tell Betty he's sorry. He is sorry. Palm Nation is sorry. Yes. I don't know if I'd want to eat a cat. Phi, Phi, and Fog. Yeah, it was Phi, and Fong. And so anyway, he's telling me about these rats they're cooking, right? He says, crispy skin, so good. And it's like, oh, I think his name was spelled F-P-H-I, and the other guy was P-H-O-N-G, Phi and Fong. And I worked with these two guys, right? And there was this other Vietnamese girl I worked with, and sometimes she'd bring me Vietnamese food. And they were good. Roof rabbit. Yeah, no kidding. Roof rats. These guys were eating rice rats. So they're telling me about the crispy skin on them. And the meat's so good, Joe. And you put some sauce with it. And you put them in like a stir fry type thing and say, oh, man. I says, I was actually in the mood for a rat that day. I was so freaking hungry. Rat on a stick. Big giants say fee, fi, fo. Why do they? I don't know. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Well, it was actually Phi and Fong. Phi and Fong. I forget their last names. I couldn't pronounce it, but they were Vietnamese guys, super nice guys, and they did work hard, man. Those guys worked super hard, and they weren't the biggest guys, but man, they pulled their weight, that's for sure. And even the women too, they were just really hard workers. And we'd work long hours some days, no problem for those. I ate a coyote, Clyde. I've tried coyote before. I'll tell you what I've eaten. I've tried coyote in sausage form. I've tried bear a few times. Elk, moose, quail, cougar, goose. I haven't tried squirrel yet. I haven't tried raccoon. I've tried a whole bunch of different things. I heard raccoon is actually pretty good. My dad brought me some coyote meat one time, but it was in the form of sausages. I like frogs. Frogs' legs are awesome. I've eaten lots of frogs' legs. Hey, one time I was on a cruise ship and they were serving frogs' legs, and I've had them long before that, but oh my God, they're like drumsticks of chicken, smaller but good. 3 years ago, I saw a video of someone eating raccoon. Yeah, no, I know a guy here. He's a hunter, and he said raccoon is really good, but it really depends what they're eating too. They're like a bear. I think they're in the bear family, and he says raccoon is good. You know what else you can eat? Porcupine. I watched a show of these survivalist guys on YouTube, and they shot this porcupine. It was in a tree, and they ate it, and they said it wasn't that bad. I guess, God, you can eat just about anything. So I like frog, and I like catfish. Catfish is good too. Yeah, we do have bullfrogs here too, but you don't see a lot of them around. We have like red-legged frogs, and we have lots of tree frogs, but they're too small. You should eat the deer on your back. Oh, there's tons. Yeah, they don't eat our people that have eaten it. They said they're good, man. So I know Some people think that's weird, but we eat pork. They eat dogs. A later Mother's Day, he killed. No way. Nipple. No. A year later, the Mother's Day, he killed his mother. That sounds like a horror movie, Clyde. Packed it to the grocery store. That's messed up. Was that wasn't Jeffrey Dahmer, was it? It's storming hard here. Well, you know what? The rain is okay as long as you don't get your house flooded. I mean, I don't know how high you are above sea level. We're 160 feet above sea level. It ain't going to ever flood here. Did the link come through? Yes, it did. USA Today. And yes, it came through. So that's like that Jeffrey Dahmer dude, man. He was really weird, right? That was like, wasn't that like 25 years ago or something? He was messed up. Same with that John Wayne Gacy dude. There's a lot of freaks out there. Anyway, they threw that guy in jail, and I think he only lasted a very short time before somebody beat him with a broomstick. Okay, Clyde, send Palm Nation a friend request on Facebook. He has a new account. My old one is disabled. Mine will probably be disabled pretty quick on Facebook because I do have a restricted sign on my Facebook now. It is actually like a stop sign, it looks like, and then it says restricted on it. You can't tell which one is Clyde. Send it to both. Yeah, if you can't tell which one it is Clyde, send it to both. So anyway, yeah, so I got to watch what I post because they've censored stuff here. You know what? There's a guy that shoots videos of all what was going on in Ottawa, and he actually got a message from the government telling him to take down his videos. Can you believe that? I would have told him to go F themselves, man, because I believe in freedom of speech. I just can't believe it, man. That's just crap. Just crap. Time for me to move to the States. Hey, why don't you guys come up here and invade Canada? We could become part of the U.S. Maybe put a bear trap near your swamp, Sonia. A bear trap, yeah. Well, you know, it's in the forest, and there was only one leaf. You can see the video. One frond had a bite out of it. You got to think there's thousands of palm trees down there, and only one I noticed with a bite taken out of it. Right, so not too bad, you know. So they don't really like palm trees, which is a good thing. I'm more concerned about a tree falling in the forest and crushing them because that often happens. We have a lot of alder trees back there, and if they fall down, they will damage some of the palms, and that often can happen. So I'm not too worried about the deer. Our garden is fenced up here. We don't have deer in our garden. We don't really have to worry about it. We have a full fenced garden in our upper garden. So, and there are a lot of deer here, but a lot more of the deer have taken off, gone to my buddy Scotty's place because they feed them apples, and that's a good thing. So I haven't actually seen a deer around in our garden for a while because I think they buggered off 4 doors down. 1, 2, 3, 4 doors down. It's 5 acres they have, and the deer are hanging out there. So they feed the deer their apples. Yeah, well, I can't go there anymore. I can't even travel freely within our country. I cannot go to Hawaii because I don't have the special medicine. If you don't have the special medicine, you can't leave the country. You see, and I don't have the special medicine, so I cannot go to Hawaii anymore, which is complete bull crap. So I haven't been to Hawaii since December 2019. Used to go every year, man. And that's what the government's done here. The tyrannical leader of Canada. I call him the evil dictator. He's the evil dictator. I put him up there with that dude that's running Korea. What's his name? The dude with the ugly haircut. You don't know what the special medicine is? Come on, man. You must know what the special medicine is. Everybody's got the special medicine, and they're on their 3rd tablespoon of the special medicine. Yeah, you want to know something? My Taekwondo, the guy I trained with Taekwondo for years, gets the 2nd tablespoon of special medicine, and he drops dead. That's why I put the thumbnail of me and him on here. 2nd tablespoon of special medicine, and his heart failed on him. He had a heart attack, and he died. Tree tips over, limbs turn, trunks, new trees. Yes. When an alder tree tips over, all the limbs turn. Yeah, sometimes they can, and they rot pretty fast to the trees. So Joe, you must know what the special medicine is. I say special medicine because things are censored on here, right? The thing that everybody's got, the thing that they've mandated for everybody to get, right? And like Palm Nation said, the special medicine causes heart attacks in my age group. And you know what? He's absolutely right. You know, the on Salt Spring Island, but there are some. Oh, there goes my stream. I can't get out of Canada. I cannot get out of Canada, man. I don't have the special medicine. That's the only way I can ever leave Canada. You know what I mean? So, and I will never get the special medicine, ever, ever, ever. And I got a lot of friends that won't get it. Palm Nation gave Duck Killer Clyde a link. Oh, Facebook. Okay, there you go. It is back. It is back. Yeah, my stream died. So if I disappear, it means my stream disappears. It means the connection isn't that good. Yeah, no kidding, man. Terrible what they've done, man. The guy running the country is just a criminal. He needs to be charged with treason, really. Hey, Palms, how's it going, man? Mexico would be a good place to be right now, too. Tennessee would be a good place to be. Arkansas, Texas, Arizona, Montana, Florida. Oh, there's a lot of good places to be, you know. So, anyway, we'll see how things go up here in the Great White North. I'm glad we live on Salt Spring Island. It really is more normal here on this island because we're not part of the mainland or anything. We're on our own little island here, so it's quite different here. Like today, I go into the parts store to get parts for one of my antennas. I needed some some little screws, set screws. Nobody wearing masks. I don't shop with a mask on. How about when? No, never. You mean the plan? I call it the plandemic, man. I call it the plandemic, the scamdemic. Go more crazy than prime minister. Could anything more? No, I call him the crime minister. It's crime minister, right? Or tyrant. I feel China government is. Oh yeah, yeah. I think they took some of my videos off my other channel. I'm sure they're gone. I don't see them there anymore. So it's pretty bad, man. What they're doing. They will censor. You know, if this guy keeps up his way, he's a prick, man. I don't like him at all. Do not like him at all. Not a good dude. So I can't move to Maui. It's not easy for me to move to the United States. Yucho cannot do that. It's you'd have to have a dual citizenship. Yeah, I call them the Covidians. Remember the Branch Davidian? Remember David Koresh in Texas, the Branch Davidian? I call it the Branch Covidian cult. Do you think so? I mean, they could be. They might be, man. You know, because I mean, they've messed with other people's live streams, and they've actually contacted one guy, and they told him to take off his videos of what was going on in the nation's capital. Oh yeah, I'm with you, dude. I don't like him. Don't like the guy that's running your country either. Yeah, well, my kids have had it too, Yucho. My youngest son had it, and he's fine. Yeah, David Koresh, the Branch Davidian. The Branch Davidian. Yeah, that was. Did you ever see that movie, The Wacko from Waco? It was actually a pretty good show. Yeah, I don't like Joe Biden either, but you know, I heard Trump's running again. I heard Trump is going to get back in, right? Yeah, I know it's crazy, Palms. Davidsons, the Davidsons, Harley Davidsons. Joe Clementi, man, I tell you, if I was Prime Minister of Canada, things would be much different, man. It would be open carry, hey, open carry. Everybody had fun. We'd have the Second Amendment, just like the U.S. Matter of fact, I got to get my American flag. You know, I'm going to get a Canadian flag and hang it upside down. And I think when I do my live streams, I think I'm going to have an American flag behind me because I like the way the Americans do things. I don't like the guy that's running your show, though. I do not like Biden. I think Trump's going to get back in, don't you think? What is it, 2024? Isn't he going to be running again? They called themselves did they call themselves the David? Oh, the David. Okay, I thought it was the Davidians, the Davidsons, the Davidsons. Was it the Davidsons or the Davidians? Branch Davidian, Davidsons. Claymore for Oregon governor. Yeah, how's things in Oregon right now? Hopefully, I mean, you not have to put up with all the bull crap that some of the provinces are. So in Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and I think Ontario, they've dropped all the mandates. It's all, you know, more normal there. BC, we got a couple of douches running the province. We got the premier, and then we got this head doctor, and they make the rules up. But that's all right. I don't comply. Yes, he will run again, Palms. Okay, I have two. No, isn't that from here? Yeah, you know what? And you know what? I respect everybody's opinion because I believe in freedom of choice. All my kids have the special medicine, okay? All of them. My youngest kid got the Chinese flu in October, and his girlfriend got the Chinese flu after 2 tablespoons of special medicine. He's done with the bull crap. Okay, he's totally done with it. Their roommate never got sick, but later on he ended up getting the Chinese flu. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Timothy McVeigh. Didn't they actually nuke that guy? Didn't they actually execute that dude? I remember that. They took the whole side of the building out in Oklahoma. That was brutal. I need to show you some. I like funny shit. Anyway, yeah, I don't like when things are censored. I believe in freedom of choice and freedom of speech. You were infected with a Chinese cold. Yeah, well, I think Wendy just got over it too, and she's fine. She took a little of that ivermectin stuff. Did you really go to school with a guy named Timothy McVeigh? Wasn't the same guy, was it? Oh, no, because that happened before you were born. My oldest son had his birthday yesterday. He's 31. Can you believe it? My oldest son turned 31 yesterday. So I wished him a happy birthday. My youngest son is going to be 22 July, and my daughter's on her way to 28, man. Time flies. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what? They need to bring that back in Canada. You know, like they stopped doing that in 1961. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Well, you know what? I got a good immune system. I tell you what, you want to know something? You, Joe, I hug people, I shake hands, and I go to parties, right? We have people over, we go to people's places. I don't even remember the last time I was sick, man. But happy B-Day, BJ. Yeah. So my youngest son is 31. My birthday's at the end of next month. That I don't really look forward to. It's just another day. But my youngest son, he probably looks more forward to his birthday since he's going to be 22. But, once you hit 21, then, what do you look forward to at a birthday, right? I think 21 is kind of like 21 is the big birthday. You can do everything, man. You can go to Vegas and gamble when you're 21. Here the drinking age is 19. My oldest son doesn't drink. My daughter maybe has a drink once in a blue moon. My youngest son is probably more like the partier dude. Wine me, dine me. Gotta love Betty. Hi, Betty. How's it going? Hey, Clyde, what are you guys having for dinner? What is Betty making for dinner? I'll tell you what we had for dinner. We had chicken pot pie, and Wendy's daughter, Krista, made some really good pho soup, that Vietnamese soup. It is super good, man. Tell Betty I'm sorry. Palm Nation says, Betty, sorry. Chicken pot pie again. I love chicken pot pie. Oh, so good, man. So, yeah, that's what I had too. I only had one piece. And yeah, it's so good, man. Oh, God. Hey, tell me something. When you shoot those pigeons, do you ever put them in like a pie or something? Like, how do you cook those doves? You shoot doves, right? How do you cook them? Like a chicken? Like pluck them out and just like a small little chicken, I'm guessing, right? Or can you do like a dove pot pie, a pigeon pot pie? I've never tried pigeon before, but I heard it's good. Squab, right? I did the quail. I tried quail twice on the cruise ship, and it was good, man. Really, really good. And I've tried Cornish game and just in a fry pan. Oh, really? So I'm guessing they're pretty small. So one per person. Biden is really just an American version. Yeah, he is. Biden and Trudeau are brothers from another mother. Crazy stuff going on all over these. Norway invited Taliban to him. No way. Oh, that's sickening, man. Just, I don't know, man. There's just messed up criminal people running the country. Ducks go into pepperoni. Yeah, but I like duck. I love roast duck, man. I just absolutely love it. So are you saying the wild ducks are definitely more gamey, right? Because I've actually raised ducks before. This goes back when I lived on the mainland. I raised ducks. 2 were Peking ducks, and 3 were Muscovy ducks. And the meat on those ducks was so good. But I raised them. I grain fed them. But duck pepperoni. Yeah, I've never had that before. That would be good. That would be so awesome. Good evening, Dallas. Hey, how's it going, buddy? A lot of DX today on channel 28, man. I worked a lot of DX, and you probably hear a lot of the same guys. We got the Indiana White Cloud 747 Indiana slams in here, and lots of people from Tennessee coming in, man. Lots of Tennessee stations. So Dallas, My buddy Palm Nation is in Tennessee. You can see him here on the stream. Zach is also in Tennessee. Hey, Palm Nation, say hi to Dallas. He's right above you. Dallas is in Tennessee as well. And that's the guy I talked to on the radio, Duck Burgers. So Palm Nation's in Tennessee, Dallas. And Dallas, Palm Nation, Dallas is in Tennessee. So we got two people from the volunteer state in here. Good to have you in there. Like I say, there's a lot of Tennessee coming in. I want to ask Turd to make duck chicken. Oh, duck chicken. Turducken. Anyway, yes. Dallas is running a pretty loud sounding station, comes in from Tennessee. And when he comes in, he does shake the radio room here, that's for sure. I'd make fried deer if I were you. Oh, yeah. I wasn't the greatest day, but I worked a few stations west Canada. I'm in Manchester. Hey, Palm Nation, do you know where Manchester, Tennessee is? Dallas, Palm Nation is, I think, in a place near Henderson, Tennessee, somewhere around there. So I remember some guy in video growing palms in Kansas. Yep, there's a guy in Kansas. That's Jacob. Jacob Fry grows palms, and then there's more people in Kansas that grow palms. Hey, Dallas, Palm Nation grows palms in Tennessee. Sable Minor grow really well there. Needle palm grow well there. You can try some palmetto. And Finger, Tennessee, yeah. So what can you grow in Manchester? Palm Nation, you live in Tennessee. What's the climate like in Manchester? Can my friend Dallas grow some palms in Manchester, Tennessee? And I don't even know how far it is. Hey, Dallas, I'm trying to figure out, where are the Smoky Hills? Where are Smoky Hills of Tennessee? Because Six Pack always says he's in the Smoky Hills of Tennessee. Is that like the foothills of the Smoky Mountains or what? Because I always thought there was only Smoky Mountains. Would be cool to get some updates on his palms. Yeah, he posts pictures of them all the time in my palm group in Facebook. What does a Tennessee boy say after? Oh, you got to watch that, Clyde. Watch that. So anyway, I looked up our distance today, approximately 2,600 miles from Manchester to the Gulf. Holy cow, 2,600 miles. Okay, do you know how far it is to Hawaii from here, Dallas? 2,666 miles. So it's about the same distance from where I live, Salt Spring Island, to Manchester, Tennessee. And then Palm Nation is in the southwest corner of Tennessee at Finger, Tennessee, I think near Mississippi. My 10 Trachea seedlings arrived. Did they? Cool. Right on, Yucho. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Find me on Facebook. Send me your Tennessee 8. Duck Killer Clyde. So that's cool. 2,600 miles is a long way, Dallas. And when you come in, I talked to a 529 in Tennessee today on channel 28. 529, I'll upload the video after. He was coming in on AM. I was working a lot of AM DX today. I was out in the mobile. I did shoot some sideband skip in the mobile, but I was mostly on 28 today, working around the southeastern states. Conditions were perfect. And like I say, this 529 was slamming in here from Tennessee, just booming in. I don't know what part of Tennessee he was in. And then, of course, I heard Six Pack in there too. Six Pack booms in here, man. That guy is running something pretty spectacular, I'm sure, because whenever that guy keys up, he's like you. He booms in here. Man is probably like, he can't grow as much as I can, but he can grow a few palms. You can hear that? You hear that, Dallas? You can grow some palms. So Palm Nation, give him some tips. What can he grow? Can Dallas, my friend Dallas, grow Sable Minor and Needle Palm? I bet you they would grow easy there. Dallas, you could grow Sable Minor and Needle Palm. I know that for sure. And they're beautiful palm trees. And I think they would probably be foolproof, which means long-term, no fuss in Manchester, Tennessee. You guys get the heat. Summer. Those thousands of swamp sunny bombs probably offsetting your entire... Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, they seem pretty happy. I mean, you can see the latest video I did. And, you think about how cold it was here in December. -8 degrees Celsius in our lower screen. So it had to have been -8 degrees Celsius down there, I'm guessing. And they look fine. There is not one bit of winter damage on them. And then again, I talked to my friend yesterday again that lives in Cloverdale, southeast of Vancouver. And some of my seed I sent to Zach in Tennessee. And apparently he's already got it germinated. Can definitely grow Sable Minor and could probably grow two, but not. Oh, okay, you should try Trachycarpus then too. If you want to grow some cool stuff, Dallas, people even say Smoky Hills when they DX, but it's true. Smoky Mountains are miles northeast of me in the Pigeon Forge. Okay, cool. So it's not really the Smoky Hills. So it's actually the Smoky Mountains, because that's what Palm Nation said. Palm Nation's name is Zach, and he's in Finger, Tennessee. So it's actually, like Zach said, it is the Smoky Mountains. And that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking, where are these Smoky Hills? Is he kind of maybe at the base of the Smoky Mountains? I'm guessing he's maybe up and maybe he's at the base of the Smoky Mountains. But yeah, if you ever want to try a palm tree in your Dallas, palm tree in your garden, Dallas, there's a few hardy ones that'll work there. I'm in the swamp. Palm Nation's in the swamp of Tennessee, and apparently they're getting a lot of liquid sunshine right now. There's a creek near my house. I live in PA. I think eventually grow my own. Are you going to grow some there? So you're in Pennsylvania. I actually talked to Pennsylvania today. I talked to a station in Pennsylvania on channel 28. Wasn't coming in that good, but I did actually talk to a station on channel 28 today in the Keystone State. But the distance between Dallas and I is a long way. And when when he keys up his microphone, it sounds like he's my next door neighbor. Live in Zone 7A. Well, I got a friend that lives in Wernersville, PA, near Reading. Okay, so in 1988, he planted a Trachycarpus fortunei. Every year he protected it. He had to protect it every year. Unfortunately, it got too big, and there's a YouTube video of it or two out there that he shot years ago. It actually froze in the polar vortex years ago and got to about 20 feet tall. His Trachycarpus was about 20 feet tall, and he couldn't protect it anymore. And unfortunately, Old Man Winter killed it. And it was in Wernersville, PA. So in his garden, he has a big needle palm, and he does grow Musabaju bananas. 4 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's pretty cold. That's enough to damage the fronds on a Trachycarpus fortunei. And here it just does not get cold enough to damage those palms we grow. But if we're growing the more marginal palms like the Parajubea, hey, it definitely got a crap kicked out of it. It does not look that good right now. And we will do an update in the spring to see how worse it looks than now. Maybe it's going to look better. I don't know. Maybe it's going to look worse. We'll find out. 4 Fahrenheit is, man, that's like minus 16 or something, or minus 15.7. Minus 15 Celsius is 5 Fahrenheit. 4 will kill. Yeah, 4. And, especially a newly planted or not established one. It's just Tennessee redneck DX term Smoky Hills, referring to the Smoky Mountains, which, okay, at elevation, humidity, and climate. Okay, cool. It sounds like a beautiful place. Hey, Dallas, yesterday we had a couple, well, they were at our B&Bs because we have accommodations here, right? And the lady was here. She was from Tennessee. The lady in our B&B that stayed here moved here from Tennessee, and they're over. She lived in Victoria, but she was staying at our B&B. Looks like the Little Earl Smoke sometimes hanging around the mountain. That's cool, man. That must be a beautiful place. Apply mulch to your fragile. Apparently it helps them. Yeah, no, I do mulch the ground, and I actually did wrap the mountain coconut with burlap. But, at minus 8 degrees Celsius, 17.5 degrees Fahrenheit, it didn't like it. It's a short-term palm here, unfortunately. I don't know how long I can go on protecting it. I don't know if I'm ever leaving Salt Spring Island. Really, I can't leave right now. I mean, when you got a dictator running the show and you can't even move freely within your own country. I can't even get on a plane and fly anywhere else. I can't even get on a float plane from our island to fly out of here because you have to have the special medicine in you. Water with warm water. Yeah. Well, you know what? I do mulch it. There's some leaves around the base of it. And, we'll just have to wait and see in the spring. Spring is less than a month away. Does anybody know when the first day of spring is? I'm thinking it's like the 20th or something of March. So the days are getting longer. It is cool out right now. I know it's a hell of a lot warmer in the volunteer state. Betty can hear you, Joe. Ask her if she wants you. Betty. Betty. I got to like Betty. How is Betty doing? Betty, the great cook. And hi, Betty. Pop in and say hi sometimes. You're married to a good gal there, Clyde. And she's got a good sense of humor, too. And so do I, and so do you. And I tell Betty I sent her a friend request. Okay, Palm Nation sent her a friend request. I think Betty's my friend on Facebook. I lose track of it. I mean, I've probably lost a few friends because I speak my mind. They don't like what I say, and they don't want to hear it. And they're not free thinkers. They don't like freedom of speech, and I just say it like it is. And if people get offended, That's just too bad. I'm going to Florida for a spring break. I can probably be yeah, cool. Oh, there she is. There's Betty. Awesome. Hi, Betty. I'm just going to actually type that right in there. Gotta like those emojis. Betty's awesome. Betty is awesome. You are awesome. There we go. I said it. Clyde, you're funny. Anyway, did you have dinner already, Clyde? Clyde always has good dinners. Betty makes good stuff. And hey, does she ever make num num? Right on. So, what's your favorite dessert? I know he's going to say Betty. What is your favorite dessert, Clyde? See, I like banana cream pie. Banana cream pie, I absolutely love. I don't get it that much, but I just love the stuff. Do you like banana cream pie? Trudeau eats. Oh yeah, I can't stand. Oh, Justin Castro. I knew it, Clyde. I was waiting for that. Neem, 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 neem. Bad, 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 bad to the bone. Just like the George Thorogood song, right? Cream pie. Is that like coconut cream pie? Coconut cream pie is good too. And I like banana cheesecake. You know what? Cream pie. I can. We can show it. It's okay. I don't. Nobody gets offended here. I don't think. I don't get offended. Pimple sausage. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, Justin. I hope he goes, man. We got to take a vote of non-confidence and get that guy out of here. We got to get Biden out of there too. Biden is dangerous. Deep fat fried Mars bars. Hey, I've heard of deep fried banana. Hey, you guys. Where are my? Yeah, like, where is it? Where are they? Where are my? There they are, right there. You've seen these before, right? You know, and like I said, I bought these in Hawaii store, and it's all about bananas. Really, can you believe that? Bananas. This is bananas properly by Gels, right? So anyway, what was I going to say? I've heard deep fried Mars bars are really good. Aren't you related to Gordon Lightfoot, famous folk singer? Gordon Lightfoot. Oh man, I like Gordon Lightfoot. What kind of tacos? Actually, you know what? We had tacos last night, and they're good, man. I love tacos. Looked at that. It did, but it wasn't actually. They're bananas. I know. You know what? Seriously, I'm going to tell you something, man. I bought these at a store in Waikiki, and it's all about bananas. I kid you not. That's all it is. It's just bananas. Isn't that crazy? And I kid you not. Look at this. This is girls eating bananas. And the store sells postcards. It's like an ABC store. They're all over Waikiki. They're right out on the front rack where everybody can see it. So I says, I got to get me a couple of those. So there's two different ones there. And, you know, my wife had a good laugh when I bought them. So I still have them in my collection. Because like I said, nothing offends me. Totally awkward. I just emailed you a few pics via email for those who never saw what the term Smoky Mountains means. Put them up. Okay, I will. Thanks, Dallas. So, William Lightfoot. I like Gordon Lightfoot, man. I like the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. That's a good song. Sundown. Not for adults. Not for the adults. So, Dallas, I will check those out because I hear Six Pack in there pretty much daily, and he comes in on channel 28. And the guy slams in there. And then there's Motormouth Mall that comes in from California. But honestly, I really don't hear Motormouth Mall. I hear everybody calling for Motormouth Malls. How do we make our tacos? Well, we do the hard shells, and then we do refried beans, ground beef, rice, onions, tomatoes, and chopped up lettuce and guacamole. That's how we do it. They're so good. And then I put salsa and hot sauce in them. We should start a nonprofit to dedicate bomb blending to save the planet, protecting. Yes, we should. Well, you know what? There is probably something like that out there, I bet. You know where Parajubea palms are native to? They're native they can be found up to 11,200 foot in the mountains of South America, the Andes Mountains. So, but you know, the thing is, as high as it is up there, it probably doesn't go below -5 degrees Celsius, I bet. Maybe -6. At the worst, something like that. The Jungle Joe Foundation. Yeah, that's my other channel. That other channel is like One Strike Against It channel, right? Got to watch that. This channel doesn't have any strikes against it. This is more of a tame channel, right? And I do appreciate everybody putting their 2 bits worth in there, because we can talk about food, travel, a few other things, and radio. Dallas is in there. We can talk about CB radio. We can talk about climate. We can talk a whole bunch of stuff. From what I gather, Six Pack is in the foothills near Crossville, about 90 miles northeast of me. From Crossville is an actual to be in there is about 30. So he's not actually in the Smoky Mountains then, but he's Crossville's actual. From Crossville to the actual miles only about. Okay, so he's close to the Smoky Mountains, Dallas. How do we make taco spread green? Clyde is naughty. Duck killer Clyde. And have you been out hunting recently, Clyde? Have you been out hunting? Right? Do you know where Selmer? I've heard of Selmer. Why have I heard of Selmer? Where is Selmer? Selmer, Tennessee. I bet you Dallas knows where Selmer is. Num 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 num. Num num num. Actually, I got some chocolate here. I bought some dark chocolate. This is what I need. I need some chocolate. So I find the time flies really fast, you guys, now that I'm not working anymore. But I am keeping busy. You like chocolate? Oh, okay. That's why I wrote Selmer before. Okay. Hey, Clyde, or Dallas, have you heard of Selmer, Tennessee? You're in Selmer all the time. That's why I've heard it before, because of you. Dallas, I think, knows where it is. So that's where Zach is. It's good to have 2 Tennessee people in here. It'd be cool if we had some more. Dallas knows his stuff. So, for any of you guys that don't know Dallas, I talked to him on the radio. I talked to him on the CB radio. Dallas has a really loud sounding station in Tennessee, and he comes booming in here, and you can actually see me talking to him and his signal on my other channel. If you want to see him coming in here, shaking my radio, go to Jungle Joe C. But if Zach had a radio, he probably wouldn't be able to talk to Dallas because it's too far. It's too close for DX and too far for local. I was state trooper for 8 years. I've been... Oh, cool. State trooper, every count at one time or another. That's awesome. Right on, Dallas. That is awesome. So, yeah, I think, Zach, if you had a CB radio, I could talk to you. But I don't think, do you think you could talk to, hey, Dallas, do you think you could talk to Zach? Joe, in your Sable Miner today, I left. Oh, is there some native to there? Oh, Alabama, that's right, too. No way. Are they actually native to Virginia? I often wondered. I didn't think they made it all the way up to Virginia. State trooper would be a good job, man. That would be an awesome job. Yeah. And you get to carry a firearm, too, which is even cooler. I like the open carry thing, man. I think we should have that in Canada. You know what? I think crime rate would be even lower if people would open carry. Don't you think? Like in Texas, somebody's going to think twice about robbing you if they see a 44 or a 9mm strapped to your side. Don't you think so? I think so. If I was prime minister, that's what I would do. I would change a few things. Well, I often wondered about, I know they go to North Carolina, but I often wondered about the Virginia thing, and I wasn't quite sure if they were actually native to Tennessee. And somebody said they were actually native to a part of Missouri too, but I have never seen that in any map. That's cool, man. See, I like that. Time to move to Tennessee. Can do that in Texas. I don't know about Arizona, but I bet you probably could in Montana too, right? I'm not too sure the rules in Montana, but I'm guessing Montana. That's kind of one of those free states. Well, thank God we're still allowed to have firearms here, and yeah, he doesn't take that away from us yet. Not yet, anyway. Just waiting. Let me see something here. Something looks kind of crooked. It's kind of weird. Huh. There. That is kind of strange. Anyway, do you think nested in Jubea? Pterodactyl nested in Jubea? I wonder how long Jubea has been around for. Left on good terms, didn't leave with a chip on my shoulder, just left. I was proud. Crazy people, bad situation. I can imagine, Dallas. Well, hopefully you got a safer job now. You know what? I think you know what, Clyde? I think they nested in sago palms because I know sago palms have been around since the Carboniferous age. I'm pretty sure they have. They've been around a long time. Did you know that there's a palm called Sable Mayensis, hardy to zone 7B, extinct in the wild? You can buy seeds. Oh, you can buy them on eBay. There's also Sable Minor native to Dallas too. And you know, I forgot to mention Texas. Current range is not true native range. Originated range been destroyed in the 1800s. Roll over North Mississippi and West Tennessee. So they've been wiped out. Needle palm was native here as well. And needle palm's a good one. Dallas, if you ever want to grow a palm tree, look up Sable Minor and needle palm. They're two very beautiful palms. I like them. They're actually some of my favorite hardy palm trees. I love Rhipidophyllum hystrix. They're like a big, like a Camarops humilis. They grow like this big bushy palm tree, and many stalks. You got your main stalk, and then you got lots of offsets. And man, you could make an impenetrable hedge out of a needle palm grouping because they got these big needles on them like a porcupine, and they're just absolutely a beautiful cold hardy palm tree. They are the most cold hardy palm tree on the face of the earth. That proves this claim's cool. Yeah, I haven't seen those yet. I'd like to. Humans destroyed the needle palms. I know needle palms were pretty much they're wiped out in some areas, and they're actually an endangered species list in some places, or maybe still are, because they used to cut the crowns off them and hang them and use them for decoration, which was absolutely sickening. But love needle palms. I also like Sereno repens. The saw palmetto from Florida. And I think that's another one people should try. I know I got a friend in Arkansas that grows it. It did freeze down and it came up. Hybrid between a needle palm and a coconut tree. Well, what they got to do, I mean, since these guys are always playing around in the laboratories, why can't they make a cold tolerant coconut palm? Wouldn't that be cool? Do you think that would be possible to modify, to hybridize something with a needle palm, or just change the gene structure in it to make it more cold hardy, like a Trachycarpus palm? So could you imagine swaying coconut palms in, well, I'm not going to say Alberta, that's pushing it, but say in Seattle, you know, or here on the Pacific coast, or anywhere that other palms will grow in other climates. I guess, you know, you wonder if that's possible. Maybe. And anyway, Clyde, to answer your question about pterodactyls nesting in palms, I'm guessing there was palms during the dinosaurs, and I'm thinking might have been a sago palm. Maybe that's what they would have laid their eggs in. Zone 5 coconut. I could imagine cross a coconut with a stone fruit like a peach. There you go. Would you imagine that?